calling all instructional leaders, curriculum innovators, and dedicated classroom coaches, or whatever they call you. I'm Celine.
And I'm Katie. As coaches, we know the path to school-wide growth can feel isolating, with big responsibilities resting squarely on your shoulders.
That's why we built this space. We're opening the conversation to connect, collaborate, and bring a unified voice to the world of instructional coaching.
Elevate your practice with strategies that work.
And finally, feel like you have a whole collective cheering you on.
So let's dive into this conversation. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Welcome back, coaches, to what is officially a new chapter. You know us, you love us, but we've made a pivotal move to serve you better. We're kicking off the 2026 with a massive rebrand. So we want to say goodbye to Restart Recharge Podcast. Farewell and hello to the EDU Coach Collective. And this is still the place dedicated to bringing you new and innovative ways to approach coaching for every instructional coach. But now with our new identity, we're committed to being your go-to collective and a hub for fresh ideas, shared wisdom, and impactful strategies that truly make a difference in your school and your district. And who better to mark the exciting news than to bringing on our brilliant Grace, an instructional coach here with Forward Edge. She does so much social media, like she's just the life of the party. We love her.
I don't know about that. Go
Grace! Go Grace!
Today's theme is New Year, New Us, and that's exactly what we're talking about. We'll be discussing how we plan to grow with you, our listeners and watchers, now that we are on the VOD we learned previously, through this exciting rebrand. We highly recommend that you check out our rebranded content and pages. After listening, you're going to find more of the actionable coaching content that you have come to expect. So let's dive into how we can all embrace the new right now, even in the middle of the school year. Grace, welcome back to the mic. We're excited to have you here.
Thanks for having me back again. Yeah. I'm really excited to talk about this. Yes, no, it is fun, and now it's fun to be a part of it as well, because I'm already, as you guys know, thinking in my head, I'm like, well, that's going to be a blooper, like that's going to be something we post. Yeah, so it is fun to be on this side.
Oh no, someone's going to have to take this away from me. I'm going to keep it all day.
All day long.
When someone says something I don't like, I'm just going to be like, yeah.
Double it.
So it's, instead of being like, we're done hearing from you. How can you be mad about that?
Cut him off with a little celebration.
Yes. This is where to start off right away. Every coach needs a fun kazoo.
And you know what? This sound, like joy-wise, is only second to popping a bottle of champagne.
So true.
Agreed.
Speaking of 2025, the pivot to 2026, as you all know, we've made a huge pivot here at the pod with the rebrand and kind of refocusing the content and things that we want to do to provide all of you. So bringing it back to that purpose that we said we're going to share with you with the coaches. Grace, talk to us about, a lot of times as a coach, New Year is, I feel like you're either into New Year's resolutions or you're not. I myself am. It feels like very cathartic, like the reset of the clock, like does something to my brain, even if I don't officially make a resolution, but like there's something that just makes you reflect about the like countdown, the reset. We're starting over. We're back to one, like month 1, January, and worst month to have a birthday. Speaking for a friend. But this like idea of this reflection and deciding like, okay, I want to do more of this or I want to do less of this, right? We do it in our personal lives, but we also do it in our professional lives. Mm-hmm. So as a coach, Grace, like talk to us about how do you as a coach like work with teachers and encourage them to be able to let go? Like sometimes our teachers just feel like they need to hold on to some things. This is how they've rolled it out. So how do you either reflect as yourself as a coach, own things, or support teachers with making that mid-year pivot that can be really hard to do sometimes?
I mean, I think in both instances, but particularly working with teachers, one thing, and I know we do talk about this a lot on the pod, is having that relationship with teachers, and I try to leverage my own teaching experience as much as possible to build that teacher-to-teacher connection. Yeah. And I think as teachers, we have all had that experience where sometimes we're even in the middle of a lesson and you can feel that it's a dud. Like you can tell that they're bored, they're disengaged, and then you're also like scrambling. You're trying to do so much to keep the energy alive. And I learned pretty early on in teaching, and I'm thankful for mentors who encouraged us me to let it go, to not be afraid, even in the moment. Like I definitely, especially in my first years of teaching, remember having lessons where like, and I had worked hard. That's part of why we hold on to these things, because it's not like we tried them because we thought they were bad. Like we tried them because we thought it was going to be great.
Very personally invested.
Yes, like I've spent all of this time, you know.
Yeah.
And so I have this memory of like being in a lesson that I thought was going to be great, and I'm looking at the kids and like it is not going well.
Yeah.
And I remember just stopping and being like, okay, you know what? We're not going to do this. We'll come back to this. And one, I think to encourage teachers to have that vulnerability in front of their students. Now, I was a high school teacher. I do think sometimes that's easier to do with the older kids because you can like level with them.
Yeah.
They're not as dependent on routines. You know, now having more experience as a coach working with lower school teachers or elementary school teachers, they need that routine for transitions. Yeah. So I do know this is case by case dependent, but
take that away and it is meltdown city.
Oh my gosh. Introducing anything new, it's like batten down the hatches, you know. And so I do think though, regardless, maybe not in the moment so much for some teachers and with some student groups, but generally speaking, having the vulnerability to say, okay, this isn't working is really just step one. And then encouraging teachers either to, if they have a coach, to reach out to their coach or to reach out to their department members with that vulnerable ask of like, this isn't working. Because ultimately, it is going to make your life better to let that go.
Yeah.
Like, it is hard in the immediate to have to change, like logistically, to have to change what you were going to do. But what's more difficult? Continuing to beat your head against a wall, knowing it's not working, or this short-term discomfort for what could be a long-term, much better classroom experience and much more effective lesson plan. So I think framing that for teachers can be helpful, and acknowledging that what we're asking them to do is in fact a big ask. I think that always, I mean, it feels like a small step, but I mean, like we just said, teachers have a lot of personal investment in these things. And so, you know, I think when administrators come in or when districts come in, like, we're going to do this new, you know, thing, they come at it with excitement and they wonder why teachers aren't as excited. And it's like, oh, the teachers are just stodgy. Like, the teachers just don't want to do that. The teachers have worked really hard to work with what you've already given them before. Give them a chance to like process this and to think about how it's going to affect them. So
it makes me think of, I mean, I say it all the time, but like, people aren't afraid of change, they're afraid of pain.
Yes.
So like, how can the coach help that mid-year pivot be less painful, right? How can you paint the picture that the change is going to maybe short-term pain, but long-term gains and make things better?
And sometimes I feel like it's not even you're making a pivot. Sometimes you're just carrying over what you've already initiated. Really evaluating what your district needs is like huge, because not all the time it's like, we need to make a pivot. It's a new year. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, just a side add to that, because I'm thinking ahead, I'm like, I can't even imagine making a pivot right now. Like, who's to say? You know what I mean?
You go to school on Monday and they're like, hey.
Hey, sorry guys. Just got a little excited.
Yeah. No, and I think that's where coaching cycles to your point of like, so I'm in the middle of like my first round of coaching cycles right now. And although it, like this one teacher's goal, it wasn't the intention that she was going to then like mid-year change this project. Yeah. What is happening is that it's a project that she does throughout the school year. She wants to make it more meaningful. She wants to align it more with the school's strategic plan. And so we are looking at changing it. And it's helpful for her in this moment that I can come alongside with her and create this vision for what it could be. And also in those moments of like, hey, I can help you make this resource. Or we have this dedicated time together to sit down and think through this. So to your point of like, if teachers have that support, if they can find that support as a coach, my responsibility then is to show them what the long-term could be or talk them through that, and then offer as many support points as I can, whether that's a coaching cycle or whether that is research on my part, and then can share with them or offering to co-teach. Like, I think as coaches, if we want to support our teachers continuing to, reflect and improve practice or pivot a strategy that's not working for them, then it is our responsibility as the coach to make that possible for them.
And if anyone's struggling to get teachers to sign up for coaching cycles, maybe this is a good time of year to do it. Hey, have something new you want to try or revamp in the new year. Reach out, let's do a coaching cycle.
Yeah. Because I think
seize the opportunity. Carpe diem.
Yeah. Because for most schools, this is also a semester break. It's a semester change. In high school, the students might be getting new classes. So if you teach a semester-long class and it's a repeat, what a perfect time to tweak something from your first semester. Or if you have consistent students from one to the next and you're working with this curriculum, maybe, a good time of this strategy that I used in the first semester didn't work. How can I focus on this one strategy? This is kind of a forced clean break. So looking at what we can do to make that one little tweak that might make everything better.
Yeah. New year, new collab.
Ooh.
Because I think new year, new you, that might make you feel I'm not trying to have a total new me. Right?
No.
I got a full plate over here. But new year, new collab, right? You want to tweak it, you don't have to do it alone. The coach is here.
I love that. And just to kind of close us out, when we're thinking about goal setting in the new year, what would be some advice you would give or actionable steps a coach could do that keeps the momentum going so that when it comes to February, usually the time where people burn out of their goals, what will be some ways?
Gyms are open again.
Yeah. It's the gym ads come out. It's the same thing with coaching. Sometimes we think about the things we want to do, and it could be a personal goal for coaches or more expansive to data, pushing initiatives, so on and so forth. But what would be some actionable steps or maybe some tools or resources or things to kind of help them that you feel would be beneficial that they should know about?
Yeah, I think for coaches, my biggest piece of advice in the new year, if you are trying, one, to figure out what your goal is going to be. I think specifically within your coaching, do you want to have more data? Are you trying to connect better with your administration? Are you trying to get more face-to-face time with teachers? Last year, as my first year of coaching, I think my general goals were always I just want to understand what I'm supposed to do and be better. But then I kind of ended the year feeling did I make a difference? Or did I just break fix all year long? Had these one-off moments. So then coming into this year, I was okay, I really want to be able to measure. And when I get to, now that I know what the end of the school year looks like and feels like as a coach, I want to be able to end it with I can point to these things and know that there was some movement made. So I think for coaches, figuring that out is what we tell our teachers. So that's number one. And then from there, whatever strategy aligns with your goal, this sounds so simple, but not be afraid to try it. Last year I was so afraid to try things. I was so afraid, I think as former teachers, we just know how busy everybody is. And I'm not trying to be one more bug in their inbox or one more person who's taking up their time. That was really my hesitation about coaching cycles. I was no one's gonna have time for this. They're not gonna want to do this. I'm just gonna be in their face.
It's easy to talk yourself out of doing the things.
Yeah. And now having actually put out a coaching cycle and started it, and to have these moments with teachers, and every time they're this is so helpful. Thank you so much. This is so great. And I'm oh, okay. That these strategies work. I think for coaches, my advice would be really articulate what piece it is that you want to focus on and then not be afraid to try that strategy, just like we're talking about here. We're trying something new with the podcast. We want our teachers to be able to try something new and then have the vulnerability to pivot if that doesn't work and to find something else.
I love that. I feel my motto in life has always been, if it terrifies you, you have to do it. So that goes along with the fear of trying things. And I feel in the new year, why not? We made this pivot, as you all can see, terrified to do it, but we're encouraging you to go on the opposite side of fear and try something new in the new year. But thank y'all so much for joining us for our New Year, new episode.
And if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to the brand new revamped EDU Coach Collective podcast. We are so excited to kick off 2026 with you, and we hope that your year is off to a great start. Woo! That's a wrap on another incredible conversation. Thank you for being a part of the EDU Coach Collective today.
If you found value in this episode, the best thing you can do is share it with another educator or leader who needs to hear it.
Absolutely. You can also connect with us on social media. Just look for the EDU Coach Network and let us know your biggest takeaway or what topics you want us to unpack next.
New episodes drop every other Tuesday. Be sure to subscribe and leave us a review wherever you listen to your podcast so we can reach more coaches just like you.
Remember, you are not on an island.
You are part of a powerful movement.
Now go coach fearlessly.